This is Sneaker Gears. My name is Levi, and welcome to one of my favorite episodes I do every year, and that's the top 5 most comfortable basketball shoes for 2021. Let's jump right in. If you're new to this channel, hopefully this video helps you and you can consider subscribing and give it a thumbs up. And as always, put your comments down below if you think I missed anything or you want me to compare anything to what you want to see. With that all being said, we have a top 5. There has been some super comfortable shoes this year, and I did want to give a shout out to a few of the shoes that didn't make the top 5 but are really close. That's not in the top 5, but I want to definitely give a shout out to is from Adidas, and that is the Supernatural. This thing has boost and light strike with a removable midsole between the prime knit upper, just being a wide fit, the cushion. Really awesome shoe. I'll have a review, and this is going to be on my top 5 wide foot options, so stay tuned for that, putting that whole video together with a bunch of shoes around me. This is nowhere near the most comfortable shoes that we have here, but this is the most comfortable shoe that Adidas offers, and this is towards the upper echelon of cushion. So if you're at a school that has, you know, 3-stripe sponsorship and you need to wear Adidas, this is what you want to get if you are a bigger player or you just want a lot of cushion. Now, touching on a few other companies, Under Armour, their most cushioned shoe is honestly their cheapest one, the Spawn 3. Again, this is not a max cushion shoe at all. This is just their most cushioned shoe. This is definitely more a court feel, fast playing shoe that has some cushion. I'll throw it out there again, if you're an Under Armour school or you're sponsored by them and this is what you have to get, this is one you want to keep in mind. I wish they had more options, but definitely keep in the video, stay tuned for my top 5 insole videos that you can get to really help out with the max cushion shoes. And I know there are a whole bunch of basketball companies, from your Leaning to Peak to 361, which I haven't tried, that all have some really awesome cushion setups. But as far as the biggest and easiest shoe you can get, they are going to be from now Puma. Now, this is the Clyde Pro. Also not on this list in any way, but its big brother, the Fusion Nitro, does use kind of their new nitrogen infusion, obviously the Fusion Nitro cushion, and that is a really borderline from a balance shoe to a max cushion shoe. So definitely, again, not on this list, but really nicely cushioned. So if you do like Puma, if you're sponsored by them, you just want something different, check out the Fusion Nitro. I don't have the shoe with me. This is kind of a placeholder, just because it is in my car for testing. I've been wearing it, been loving that shoe. I'll have that as a review in comparison to this coming soon. All right, so now to the actual list, and I do have an honorable mention that technically this would be number 6. I'm doing a top 5 video because it just has a better number to it. So for you guys watching, for YouTube analytics, something where you say top 5, hey, that works. But the number 6 most comfortable shoe you can get in the market is going to be your Jordan Zion 1. This shoe is Jordan's budget line. It does come with a full-length Air Strobel with a double-stacked Zoom Air in the forefoot above that Air. Awesome, super cushioned shoe. This blows away anything from the PG line, from the PG 4 and 5 that also had Air Strobel. The foam carrier, I guess, is a way softer. This is a light shoe. This is a really comfortable shoe, especially for what you're paying. This is, I believe, $120, and I already have seen it on discount where you're able to get it at, say, 20% off. If you're looking for a max cushion shoe that is not going to break the budget, this is an excellent option. It's just bested by our number 5. Number 5, crossover culture. You guys hopefully have seen this video where I did a full review on it. This cushion, I'm calling it Twitch cushion. I could be completely wrong. I'll put it down below. Good Lord. I've tested this against everything, and it is just full-length slab of thick, awesome foam. Now again, I do want to say I have not tried 361. They do have their Aaron Gordon shoe that supposedly is very comfortable. I have not tried the Way of Wade 9. I do have the 8. And I would say peak, I have used some of their most cushioned shoes, their Flash Foam. I do have this guy here, the Gordon Hayward, so I have an idea of what all those foams feel like, and this just, it's not even close. It's not even like, hey, let me try it on. This shoe, if you're looking for a max cushion, if you're looking for that old school feel, I know someone said it has a little bit of Kyrie vibes here, it has kind of a Jordan 7 vibes, the layers, but awesome shoe. Check out the full review. Can't go wrong with that. Those generally have been on some ridiculous sales on Hibbett. I'll put the links below. That supports the channel. The shoe that beat out, well, also the Zion 1, is actually the GT Run. I have another GT shoe here you'll check out here that's a little higher on the list. GT Run is your full length React cushion with double stacked 4-foot zoom and all this cushioning specs. And compared to these two, even though that is a very good shoe, these two are both just more comfortable, more fluid. They just work better. I'll have a full comparison of that GT Run hopefully as soon as I can. Actually, I would love to hear what you guys want that shoe compared to. Obviously, I think the BB NXT, which was its predecessor, is a good comparison. And this was on the top 5 list for last year. And just to give you an idea, all 5 of these, yeah, I would say I would recommend more than these. Not to say these are bad or have lost any amount of cushion, because this was up there last year. I'm not sure if this was number 1 or what have you. This I called the Hoka of basketball shoes, and awesome shoe if you can get it at a great deal. And this is one of the shoes I recommend for everybody. Again, it'll be on my insole video. The insoles on these are phenomenal. All right, number 4. And again, hopefully you guys don't judge, or you can't say, hey, that should be higher in the list. I've tested all of these, put countless hours in all of these, so if I tell you this is more comfortable, it is more comfortable. Now, if it's more comfortable for you with your playing style, some of these are too soft and too bouncy, that may be the case, but I just want to give you the most cushion, the most comfortable you can get. Number 4 is the KD 14. All right, this shoe is probably number 1 on a lot of the lists out there, a lot of players out there. This has full-length zoom strobel. It actually has a little bit of room to breathe, what it feels like, or kind of flex, but it's on a Cushlon carrier, which is what they changed this year. So you don't have that double-stacked 4-foot zoom like we did in the KD 13, and we're not having double-stacked in the heel like we did in the KD 12. The KD 13 wasn't as bouncy, but it was still amazing. 2 pairs. I have 2 pairs of these. This traction, this upper, I'll have a full review, haven't done it, but good Lord, I think the majority of any player who puts these on is going to be able to say, yeah, that's a banger. Now, specific to the cushion, this full-length zoom with cushion feels bouncy. You still feel close to the court. You still feel really plush, like feeling underfoot. It is incredible without being too much. I think the top 3 that we have here are potentially too much cushion for a lot of players, but if you're putting up 500, 1,000 shots a day and you're jumping, just the load that these shoes can take off your knees are amazing. If you're trying to get your cardio in on court, doing your sprints and your runs, any of these top 3, 4 are going to be awesome on your body. Now, when we talk about max cushion, this is something I did want to break down. It's like talking about fast cars. Everything is relative. You could say I have the fastest car and you have a Tesla Model S Plaid Edition. All right, cool. Well, the Rimac is, what is it, $2-3 million? It's faster, right? That's a different level. All right, have you seen a drag car where they're doing the quarter mile in less than 4 seconds? 0 to 60 is nothing. 0 to 100 is nothing. They're going 300 miles an hour. There's levels to the cushion, just like there's levels to speed and very specific needs of what you're looking for. So if you're looking for a high cushion shoe, it doesn't have to be for game day. Maybe this is what you're using during your hard practice days and a lot of your cardio. But the jump from number 7, 6, 5, then 4, which I think is that nice middle, and now we're getting to 3, 2, 1, is that kind of leap in in cushion or speed is what we're referring to. Number 3, the GT Quick. All these shoes I do not have full reviews on, so please stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more. I honestly, in my heart, believe the GT line is something that Kobe worked on with Nike as far as the performance and the next level kind of technology they brought to the table. Whether it's true or not, but this definitely does play like what the Kobe would have or should have been. This shoe somehow is more cushion than your KD14, and that's because it does have a drop-in React midsole. I'll pull that out here. Now the cool thing is, if you take in that drop-in React insole from your BB NXT, you actually get really similar cushion setups between these two. But just out of the box, this React setup on top of a full-length zoom strobel with a double stacked heel zoom, this somehow is close to the court and fast playing. You feel quick. And again, maybe you're not as quick as something like, you know, your Spawn 3 where you have less underfoot and you are closer to the court, but you still play fast. You can play quick, yet it's a max cushion shoe. This thing is kind of crazy what it accomplishes. Our top 2 are clearly max cushion shoes. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The KD14 and this one I played, you know, A and B, left and right foot, and this is just a more cushioned shoe. Now, does that make it better for you? That's for you to say if you need more cushion. But if you want a max cushion shoe that you can still play really quick in, you're still low to the court. Again, this is not a full review. I'm just talking about the cushion, the lightweight, the breathability, the flexibility, everything about the GT cut is outstanding. All right, we're getting to the top 2. Number 2, most cushioned basketball shoe you can get here in 2021. The Lebron 18. This shoe is, for most people, I think, too much cushion. This is also, hope you see a trend here, rocking a full-length Zoom Air. It's not called Zoom Strobel just because it's not the actual Strobel plate, but that Zoom Air unit is literally suspended in a giant air bubble. So in between this air is Zoom Air. You just have this awesome, really plush, cushion, bouncy feel that is just amazing. If your knees hurt, get a pair of these. If you've been playing and after an hour, 2 hours, you're like, man, my legs just are sore, throw these on. Now, the only negative in this shoe, and there's 2, are 1, you are high off the court. This is a lot of cushion. This is a very big difference from what we're getting in any of the shoes here. You feel like you're wearing a max cushion shoe. There is a lot of foam, a lot of air, a lot of zoom underneath your foot. And it is relatively heavy by comparison. Again, for me, after about 2 hours of play, like I can't wait to take them off, but when I take these off and put on something like a GT cut, huge difference, like taking off ankle weights. These are a big man shoe. This is something, again, LeBron was in year 18 and he's playing like he's playing, but he needs something to protect his knees and his body. This shoe, again, it's not a perfect shoe. There's a lot of things that we can go over and I do have to do a review, but just sheer cushion, it would have been number 1 if we didn't have the shoe that just came out. But a lot of cushion, save your knees. Even if you keep this in your bag on just your shot state or your plyometrics that you're working, you're jumping, this is something that is an awesome cushion setup. Number 1, the Jordan 36. All right, this shoe is pretty much lighter than every shoe that we have here that we've talked about. This shoe not only has your Zoom Strobel, and not only is double stacked in the forefoot, similar to what we had like in the KD13 or the GT Run, but it's a bigger Zoom Air unit with the Eclipse plate that we have here in the middle. It actually is way more fluid than what we had in either of those shoes. The Zoom Air has room to flex and move. This is beyond bouncy, cushioned. This is very reminiscent of what we had in the Jordan 34. So if you've liked that shoe or you wanted to get that shoe, maybe you tried it on but couldn't get it, this is really the successor to the Jordan 34. It is phenomenal as far as its cushion setup, its lightweight, its flexibility as far as how it pushes you forward. This shoe, as far as cushion, there's a lot of other things we can get to, and this is not a full review. I'll have a full comparison coming up with the 36 versus the 35, maybe even the 33 and 34. But as far as just max cushion, dude, I just want something to save my knees. Whether you're a woman, a man, a boy, a girl, if you need a lot of cushion because you're coming back from whatever injury, your back, your hips, your knees, and if you want something that's literally going to help you run with the bounce that this gives you, it is unbelievable. You get so much cushion on this. I can put these on, and whether I'm sore or tight or just did leg day, I know I can put these on and get a few runs in. No, it's not perfect. We'll have a review, but that cushion. Now, compared to the rest of these, again, we can do a breakdown. I think the KD14 is the most balanced. I think the GT cut is going to be the quickest. I think your LeBron 18 is going to be the most, say, plush, if you just want the softest. But this is the bounciest and the most cushion, and it is just a fun shoe. Now, there's some things they can improve, and it seems Jordan Brand is doing more evolution than just a complete changeover every year, which I'm glad to see as they kind of learn and evolve and tweak their shoes. But if you're looking for the best, most cushioned shoe you can get for basketball in 2021, you're looking at the Jordan 36. All right, guys, girls, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully it helped you out. I know coming here towards the end of 2021, there is going to be a LeBron 19. We are going to have a Way of Wade 9 and 10. I should try out. I don't know if the 9's going to be close. Maybe the 10. We'll start looking at that. But outside of the LeBron 19, I think all of these are incredible options, really good values depending on what you're looking for, especially something on the crossover culture or that Zion 1. And then even getting stuff on sale, something like the KD14 has been on sale, and that's a phenomenal all-around shoe, kind of right in the middle. From there, 1, 2, and 3 are all $180. And again, that is what your money is going to. If you're going to spend extra money, you're essentially getting a shoe with way more cushion. So if you don't need a lot of cushion, or you're only going to get that for those specific training days, you can hold off on spending that money or investing that money if you don't think you need it just yet. But otherwise, hopefully this video helped you out, guys. I look forward to reading in the comments what you guys think, what you guys have played in, and or what you want to see compared. Obviously, I think I have about 7 videos I need to put out, and I appreciate the fact that I can help you guys. I love doing the work, and I love hearing the comments from hoopers all over the world, guys, girls, who this can help you guys just perform better and have the better gear to do what you love. As always, this is Levi with Sneaker Gears. I really appreciate you guys, and I will come at you later.